Every single time, Steel Series updates, stuff gets broken. Plus, I didn't stream yesterday. How are you guys doing today? We're going to play some more. Ooh, that's pretty cool. 3274. Oh, sheesh. We're gonna rock the bolter pistol because I really like the other one. Let's see, plasma. Dude, the plasma launcher goes crazy. Euthanasia kit. That sounds pretty cool. We're gonna have to try that out. Oh shoot, 82 per shot. I'll have to save that. I don't like two-handed melee weapons. We're gonna break that down. This 184. I still don't like. The sniper is kind of booty. 115. That's still less. 29. Same. I'm just trying to make sure we have like a good amount of space because it seems like right now we're filled up and stuff. What do you mean? What, Jimmy?
Oh, nothing.
Why you call me a hoe?
I don't know. Honestly, just felt like typing that. I really don't know. I just want to type oh.
All right.
So you really gonna complete every question I am?
I'm trying.
Nice. So you
My
ever
goal.
gonna hop on Rainbow? Or are you like over that shit?
No, I said I'm like I'll play this a little and I'll join you guys in a little bit if you're still playing.
Okay, I'm gonna be playing for a while because I got 3-day booster zone, and this is the only game I feel like playing.
I feel that.
I think it's the dopamine because it's something new every match. I try to go playing single, no, can't play that shit.
I gotcha.
Well, we got 2 more slots available.
All
I think
right.
Brandon gonna be on. He been playing a little bit with it.
Wait, hold on. I need to unlock a character, but I don't know who.
Ooh, 39.
Okay, so which operator you want to do, defending or attacking?
I already did.
When I'm 34, I'm gonna join them on Rainbow in a little bit, but for the moment, plasma damage +5. I think we have plenty. We'll keep the 24. Keep anything above a 24. Just until we wait 30. Okay, that's what I had on. I'll make sure I have the best armor possible for myself, and then my teammates have good armor too. You just make one box. Okay. Yeah, it's really good. I like it, but I understand that you don't. That doesn't bother me either way. Okay, we cleared out a little bit of space. We got a lot of these mods. These take up weight. Yeah, they do. Okay, so let's see. Mission wise, what do we have? Wait. Okay, so she said
Welcome
something
back,
about.
Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain.
Um.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a joke.
Why was the chemist sad? Because all her beakers are gone.
Hmm.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. How can I be of assistance? Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind? Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did. How can I be of assistance?
Like to learn more about the
What part
colony.
of the colony would you like to discuss? Yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. I'll be here.
Okay. So. Okay, so. All right, so let's go to the Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker seems like where we have the most quests to, so I say we go to the Groundbreaker quick. Speak to the lady, take care of all this, blah, 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 and then go from
We
there.
arrived at the Groundbreaker.
I think we need to take her with us. I don't think Felix needs to... Wait. Okay. So, Groundbreaker. And the delivery. Okay, so we'll take Bravati. Won't really need Vicar. I forget if we end up leaving Bravati here or not, but we'll figure that out in a second. Let's see, they need to talk
I
about
bet
it.
you'll like Rebecca. What's up? What's with the pleasantries? You want to know something, just ask.
Made you choose.
All right.
Alright, so first let's go do this stuff for Bravati. Let's go to this bar. So we'll go do that quick. I think we end up leaving her with the dang person here. I can't remember.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Aftertaste the rainbow.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Okay, so
I am not the expert.
you're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
You're new to the whole loose. If you only want whiskey is sorry.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
You're new to the whole loosening up thing. How about wine?
Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Careful now. Wine's deceptive. Only time I've come close to a medical emergency was when I found a brand of wine that agreed with my
This is
tastes.
cool.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
Generally or specifically?
I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Start by telling me why her message got
Well,
you so
she
and so.
talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What'd she actually write in the message? You haven't said.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What is this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Sensible, Cap. Starting her off slow. Else she might be sick in the Unreliable's engine.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
About what?
Everything?
I could
I
have
got
pulled
a
the.
solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
There's an easy way to get answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Are you afraid of being, so you're afraid of disappointing? You can't control how people react to you, even people you care about.
What do you mean, Captain?
Trying to manage others' feelings will drive you crazy.
So I should just be myself? You sound like my dad. It's sweet. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think...
This is a
I'm
very
jealous.
long dialogue. We all do.
Well, I suppose so, but... I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
Are you going to ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Don't ask for my opinion. Believe in yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
Parvati, if you want a drink and a shoulder, you ask me any day or night of the week. I'll likely have already started.
Huh. All right.
It's
Thank you,
cool that
guys.
technically you'd have different
real good
dialogue
friends, you know
based on
that?
who you decide to bring with you.
I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Let's get it. All right. All right. So before we do that, empty man scholar. All right. Let's go talk and do this quickly.
How you? Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return.
Possibly.
I can't thank you enough.
Got you. Let's get it. That quest is done. Return to Gladys. Where's Gladys at? Up over here.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now.
Lord of mercy. About those secrets he asked me to look for.
What'd you turn up?
Found a
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame?
So I needed to bring one of
Prototype
them.
schematics
I
go
thought
for a
I just
fair
had to
handful of
go.
bits around here.
Oh gosh.
Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Okay, so
I've got a lovely little throw pillow.
oh Lord of mercy. Let's see. What is this? 123 heavy knockout. Cool. Let's sell a bunch of this food stuff that I have. We don't want to get rid of Adreno. Oh, we can just buy the dang thing from her. We have so much money now. We'll keep the 29s and we can sell the rest, maybe? From 2.3, 30.98, 0%. That's broken? Interesting. I just spent quite a bit of caps, but
Gracious. What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
gosh, why is she such a dick? Why'd the board recall?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres.
Derrieres.
But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
There's still people down there.
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me.
Is the Monarch the...
Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Mentioned Groundbreakers out of...
That's right, dearie. Though for how...
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Go right it. Anytime, sweetheart.
Wait, so... Confused. Very confused indeed. So we can just go where we need to go? Let's see. Okay, so we've already been on the Monarch. Okay. Is there anything else we can do here? It seems like there's not. That's pretty useless, I
You ever
guess.
been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Transition to the unreliable. Mr. Unreliable.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet
Oh,
on
that
the ship.
sucks. What the heck? Okay, let's
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
glad to hear it.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Okay, not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
You do the
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Let's get it. 16,000 XP. All right. So now, gosh, look how many quests we've already completed. We haven't botched any yet that I know of. All right. Take Max to Hermit on Celia. Search the outpost. Okay, so we started this one first, so let's knock it out first. This is Felix. Increase damage dealt by this chance of immediately resetting this. Command swap weapons and reload fans. The party deal bonus damage to corporate. The cowering enemies to melee damage. Threat generated. Persuade. What weapons he currently using? That's not considered a ranged weapon, is it? I didn't think. Let's see. I'm not. I mean, we'll do that. That works for me. It looks like someone else has an upgrade as well. So for her, we'll hook her up with the extract mods in the field, melee damage, armor rating, engineering, threat generated. I'd say we'll do this. Seems like the most useful in all of them right now. Alright, so we gotta go to Cilia landing pad, which this is where we already were, isn't it? I think so.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Scylla.
Hey, boss. I've been thinking. I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or
what are we
if
talking
he was
about
just
again?
born that way.
This about Graham Bryant.
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to
But
transform the
didn't
colony?
we killed him, so. Don't go look for role models, Felix. You're just asking to be lied to.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You'd never do something like that, would you?
No.
Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
Okay, so here we need to take Vicar, and then we'll take Felix out this time. Because you can only take 2 out at a time. Which is still pretty cool. I really like that aspect of it. Alright, let's get it. Make sure that they both have good armor. I don't think we've put better armor on him yet. 29, 29. Oh, shit. See, none of these, like, after dealing with the dang Monarch planet, I think that's the one that's freaking crazy. Like, none of these planets are really a threat. We could just about cook anybody.
Looks like some sort of habitation.
We're getting close.
Jackass is incoming! That's what it's done for. Everyone all right?
Searching. System.
Oh, you know what? We should have. I don't know why, but I didn't even think to freaking loot the things that we destroyed. Let's loot them real quick. I love that this just turns everyone to dust. What's that? Energy stuff. Cool. What's in this? Oh, okay. Guess we already have so many dang Adrenos, but you know, I guess more never really hurts anything. Buy all this ammo too. I'm not a fan of these snipers. Melee weapon mod grip. What, Brittany? Malcolm. Alright. Wait. And then these. I don't see a point in really getting rid of these, so we'll keep these for now. I don't think we gain anything by getting rid of those. And we're doing really well on bits and everything anyway, so I don't think we even have to be worried about a lot of this stuff.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated. Max, that depends. Who are you? Yeah, we are. What do you got? We're here to get this book translated, Max.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
You know, like scribes and
I've
stuff,
spent
I
my
think are
life
so
in
cool.
Contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help? So one thing I noticed, and it could be in my head, is it seems like they kind of change the orientation of the good responses, the bad responses, and the neutral responses. So like here, the good response is on the bottom, or at least what I would consider the good
One way that
response.
can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
When you say ingredients, what happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
Oh, you know what? I haven't even shared my name. Here, give me one second. Yeah. All right, back to it.
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Why don't you just rob us or something? Like we just wake up and all of our weapons and like maybe our pants and underwear are gone.
Poor Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
She's a hallucination. Why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. Or with your head buried up your posterior.
We come all this way. You ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life.
Is Felix like on drugs too, or why is he?
How he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Like he's kind of being a douche.
How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better, more full of the plan. This here, it's all coming out wrong. The plan, it filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here. I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Mom's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison. Saying the truth is easier said than done. Probably cut to the chase here, lady. A figment. Shut this crap down, Max. You don't need it. Saying the truth is easier said than done.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? Oh, but I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will.
Envelop?
Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max. Why do you do that?
He does. He shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you. The contented you. Me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation because it will set us free. Won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision? To have your life completely controlled? The illusion of certainty? Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not. Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing
It's an
my mind
interesting
completely.
bit of
What you're saying
dialogue.
almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
Glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality.
Yeah.
Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
That's deep. That's deep. There may be something to that. You seem happy or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
All right.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Existence is simpler with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them. Existence is simpler with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
I believe I did.
Hearing that brings me great joy, my friend.
We should go. Let's get it. All right. So that seems like his quest is done. Pravati's quest is done. Yeah. All right. So before we do the main quest, let's finish Nyoko's quest up. Oh, so we can teleport directly to the interior. That's cool. I like that. That's dope.
A reminder to all crew members.
Why she
there is
keep saying that?
only one toilet on the ship.
I understand. Terra 2. Edgewater landing pad. Let's get it. But where's Earth
We are
at?
now
Is,
in orbit
is
above
Terra 2
Edgewater,
Earth?
Captain.
It looks like Earth. Okay, so we need to take... Alright, so we just took them, and Felix is kind of pissing me off, so let's take these two. I don't know if that was just because Felix was high, but like he was kind of pissing me off there. Alright, so it looks like we need to go here. Maybe we should stop in and see how things are going, but for the moment. I don't know if we'll 100% complete this game, like, on terms of, like, I don't know what the name for it is. But on terms of, like, trophies and that type of stuff, I would like to 100% complete it on quests that we can find and all. So.
I'd wager this is the outcome. Rebecca! Break warm up. That's the last of them.
Gosh, feels like I have something in my ammo. Ready? Oh, you know what? I think an eyelash was... That should... Gotcha. Thank you, thank you.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry.
Display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law helped me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled, or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folks here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there are no meals that you didn't make for yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life and service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architect this never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I effed up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell, and we were sick of getting tired. Of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting, day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here to settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauder's out the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. I'd to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars.
That's so sad.
I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
She'd still want to know just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home.
which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness. You're guessing here. Any way to find out? Might do it. I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you don't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Alright. If they're not gonna need this stuff, we'll loot a little bit. Loot a little bit. I think we got everything out of here. That sucks. Alright, well that's a depressing end to, well not end I guess, or not the end of her little quest line yet. But it's pretty sad. You know, I was hoping for a happier ending. I don't know if you're supposed to sell junk or not. Wait, that doesn't take away, like, our weapon stuff, does it? Let's make sure. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, we'll teleport back.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
Is it? Alright, we're going back to the Scylla. And we gotta go to Phoenix's lab once we finish all this stuff.
Scylla. We gotta talk about this.
Talk about what?
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
That's cute, Felix. What's her name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Now we start his quest. You don't sound too sure about this.
The guy just vanished without a trace one day. No goodbyes, no explanations. Been gnawing at me ever since, you know?
You think he's in trouble?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
I can see why you're worried.
Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something.
This is obviously important to you. Let's go.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Alright, so we'll take him, and then we'll take Nyoka. Nyoka. Alright, but we're going to do start her Nyoka's first. Guess we'll go to this one over here. Oh, there's respawn. Kind of sound like the starting like riff off of a, not riff, I guess like the intro noise to freaking
Can we do that again?
Humble.
Go one for Felix.
Dread you up.
Wipe them all out just because we can. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we need to do both? We need more? Only come off she... Okay. Alright. Alright. We'll do more than one. If that's what it requires. All right.
Incoming.
What is this kick supposed to do?
I am a storm.
The mess was the best.
All right, and then we need to go where? Oh, we need to go over here. Okay. All right, that's two done. These primals are pretty easy to take out and everything. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice aspect of it all. I see the big old gorilla. The big old monkus. His kick is so stupid. Like, does it do anything but just make it upset? I don't understand fully. Went to retire in Groundbreaker. One more job, I told myself. Never had any trouble with outlaws until now. I told them that we were hauling, but they shut off comms and opened fire again. They're shooting to wound. It's only a matter of time before these birds fall out of the sky, so I'm setting her down in hopes that we can broker some agreeable terms of surrender. Even if it means my head, at least the crew gets a fighting chance. Can't shake the feeling that they were ready for me, like they knew exactly which route I'd take. What a way to end a career. Dude, that sucks.
To shreds, you say?
Everyone all right?
Why did he have a gun on him? Also, what is this stuff about? Bro got no legs. What happened to this captain, dude? Oh no, I guess I thought he'd be around here somewhere. I thought that was what we were going to find inside, but clearly that is not. Sublight Thug. I just love looting. It's one of my favorite parts of a lot of these games, just the looting aspect. So dope. getting injured by? Okay. It works, I guess. Alright, what now? Probably need to go back to the ship. Oh, wait.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there.
Sounds good to me.
Password to the door is Charon. Fucking right we are.
What's Charon?
Hayes'
or
idea.
Charon?
Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He
Oh,
said it was
that's
some
not-
old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
That sucks. They're all dead. Alright, now, before we leave this planet, let's go meet with Harlow. Not near any of the places that we have. It is... Why can I not fast travel at this time? Wait, what? Okay, I guess. Okay, so there's a different landing pad. Kind of confusing.
Pick up any more strays while you were out? I suppose if the crew's quarters fill up, we could hang hammocks in the cargo hold.
And we'll take Felix and Pravati. Let me make sure that they both have good armor on. I think they do. No, she doesn't still. Alright, what do we have? 29.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Maybe I should have intimidated him.
Got my sights on
And shut up. Love these little... What is this little thing? We get one of them as a pet on the ship. Oh, wait. Oh, so we're supposed to go through the door? Where's the door at? Didn't seem to care.
That machine stole my bin. Why do we even have one of these?
Toilet. Wait. Logs. Acquisitions logs. MO. Begin to wonder about our Patreon. When we opened up our screens, this is for our wildest. We picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Rule 1, Harlow's the boss. Rule 2, fuck the board. Rule 3, why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're reading this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the... Alright. Interesting. But he's Spacer's choice. Oh, I didn't mean to steal that.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
I'll let you two work this
I
out.
thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. It's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here
This guy
because
seems
I want to know
fishy.
where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through a test?
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did this Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
What do you think, Felix?
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
Think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Alright, I guess. Let's turn up the leadership. And we'll turn up the tech. We'll get everything up to 50 and then start. I mean, besides that stuff, because I don't really care about that stuff. Give me. Is there anything that helps with reloads? Or do we already get that? I feel like that's not the worst thing ever. Alright, we'll do that. This is where we're supposed to go. I think we're going the wrong way. No, we went the right way. Alright, is there anything left to do on this planet? Does not seem to be so. We'll just travel to the ship's interior. Alright, let's go. Hello, Brandon.
Good. You've returned. I missed.
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Why is that,
I'm
Jimbo?
gonna, because I got banned for
We
2
are
hours.
in orbit
Well,
above
that's
Sky
by
Bay,
accident.
Captain.
Because
No
when I tried to
blockade is
relock
a
my
match
game
for
and
my
it crashed like 5 times. So
Oh,
yeah.
that sucks.
I'm gonna stroke it and not all
Okay.
over my
All over Brandon?
No. Dude, I'm just trying to find some more games. Like, shit, it's boring. Like, none of these single player games. Like, I tried playing. I don't even want to play that shit. Dying Light 2. Fuck that.
Why? I play Dying Light 2 with you.
No, I'm trying to find some more. Like, I feel like variety. We need to all just get some variety.
No, you need to get variety. We all happy with the games we play.
No, I would like to play more than just Call of Duty. I would like to try to play the Division with y'all. Shit. I don't know. What else? What else is a big multiplayer game? See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Data corrupted. Use mechanical enter passcode. Password accepted.
Should I even play right now?
What guns does Body have on her? I have a better gun that I could give her.
What it do, baby?
Hello, Matthew. 184. 51. All right. See why we can't loot some of this. Take some of this stuff. Unless there's actually living people here, that'd be kind of dope. Because it seems like every time we've showed up, at least for
load up that Lego Chase McCain game.
as far as I can remember, most of the people we've went to go. Well, I guess that's not true. I guess it's just for Nyoka. Everyone that she like knows is pretty much dead. What's that noise I'm hearing? Okay, well that's disappointing. That's more dead people. I assume this game has multiple endings and stuff, similar to how Fallout did. Or does.
Great work.
Lockpicking systems for this is kind of interesting. Definitely less frustrating than the... Ooh, okay, that's fire actually.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in. Or let her talk.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Yoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Here they come!
I see it now!
Get it? We're gonna have to swap through.
Everyone all right?
Hey. Anything else in here? Oh, that's everything. Interesting.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but...
31
at least we're all
thou.
here. This, bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Yoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'd like to be remembered once in a while, even if it hurts. So if someone finds this site, they'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Between rap-downs and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. His most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. Closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. At the very least, you came back to us in the end. One of the very few who deserved better. Alright. Guess it's time to get a move on.
Making it look easy.
All right. It uses heavy ammo, doesn't it? Oh no, it uses energy. Oh shoot, we have a hella. Oh, so what's this? Oh, it uses energy as well. Okay, so we need something that uses light ammo at some point. Just to remind you, man. Oh, Lamar. All right. So, all right. Find Trask. Where is this at? Is this back at the ship? My dang head is itching for some reason. Washing my hair a lot lately. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
To feel ennui?
Okay. The Groundbreaker. We're gonna get this little personal side quest done, and then we'll continue on with the main quest.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker. We'll be here. Captain, or will we? Haha. Just a little joke for you.
Alright, we'll take Felix and Pravati. Actually, we haven't taken Vicar out in a little while. But her, like, the love of her life is here, so maybe we can swing past.
Hey, be careful with those crates.
Sheesh. Oh shoot, that stuff was cheap. Wait, how does that compare to the one that I had? Oh wait, this is... Wait. Okay, no, I just fucked that one up. I'm so sorry. I sold all my ammo off. That's why I was like, huh? Why didn't that cost more? Make sure we don't do that this time.
I wonder what that fella did to get bored so wild.
Okay, sell. What the... At some point, we should probably mod our dang weapons. I don't want to try this weapon out. How much is it? 840. What's this gun? Let's buy it. I just want to try it out. What's it use? Heavy. Cool. What's it look like? Yeah, see, I just want it because it kind of looks like a Destiny hand cannon. We'll go in there in 1 second. I want to see if, like, do we get any interesting dialogue if we take Pravati back here to her. To her mistress.
Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
You can count on me to keep him honest.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm always honest around Ms. Tennyson.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out.
Oh, okay, I thought her and Pravati would have conversations. Okay, well that's I thought it would be like a little like they'd speak or something. Kinda whack. Alright. I've seen Private Taylor, I haven't seen a toilet clog of Chief. That a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed. Even though it's been a nigh on 20 years since our last meet up in Groundbreak, I was hoping we could get the whole gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers. Some of us have gone corporate. Some of us are likely dead. And some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message. But I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. This got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Much to my surprise when we de-thawed and the Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire gosh dang week waiting for a berth in this law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses. A family I don't see often enough. Debt you wouldn't freaking believe. And even if I'm not working, I still got to make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here and I'll respond when I get back from Jinsan in 3 years. Iceman out. Interesting.
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
You know that sound when you've snapped on and inject? I got a full lot. Why, it gets you the wet.
Yeah, like wrapping barbed wire around a top.
All the better for performing a little percussive.
Take your basic dead-eye assault. What if you like getting in close? So...
That's cool. What's this weapon she has here? Deadeye. I kind of want the Deadeye assault rifle. Let's see. Doesn't do very much damage though. I mean, it's only 508. Let's do that. Okay. I'm skipping this. Cool.
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around here?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to
Oh,
defend
fuck off.
your...
The unemployed is crazy. You mind trying to have a moment? I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need
I'm
something?
back.
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I'm on the level. You can ask Junley about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I repaired the Groundbreaker's radiators for her.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh? Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Got a few more
Please,
questions.
just make it quick.
You and Taras split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to. Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
Alright. Still posted, it's crazy. You know, we can just teleport back to the dang ship, can't we? Yup, we can. Can we do it? Yes. You know what? Maybe I should play Rainbow. Yeah, y'all still playing Rainbow?
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherworld
Oh,
serial.
Oh, okay. When are you getting on right now?
But I can't play unranked or ranked for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, let me know when that's up. Oh. Dude, trust hiding in Emerald. All right, we're headed to Emerald. Average. Terra 2, Edgewater landing pad. Let's get it. Have we just not been here
We
yet?
are now in orbit
Or do we
above
not have the ability
Edgewater,
to?
Captain.
Alright. Gotta pee. I have to go pee shortly. This is a Felix thing. We'll take Vicar. Will we take Vicar? I kind of like taking Parvati. Parvati and Yoka are probably my favorites so far. The other two are dope. It's just like with only having two.
My potang stank, William. My potang
Does it?
stank.
Well, maybe you should get your pH balances in check.
Well, I don't know how to control because I'm not a woman. My pussy stank.
Yeah, you should probably get that in check, buddy.
I just want to goon with a Dow Ranch.
Okay.
What?
How you feeling, Jimbo?
Yeah. I just want to goon because I got some really. Got some ice. I got ice on my nuts, so I look better when I dance.
Okay, you need to find Jesus. Brandon,
What?
make him find Jesus.
How the heck am I gonna do that?
Make him find Jesus, please.
Taser. Oh. I just want to goon.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I think I need to go smoke weed. That's all. Why? Can I not say I want to goon?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't be freaky?
No.
Why? No. Oh. I wanted to goon, bro. I wanted to goon.
Jimmy, you say that again, I'm going to punch you.
Okay. I'm gumping it. Do I have to be 2 hours on Siege? Aww. Fucking shoot myself in the dick.
What?
Yeah, just fucking pull out the pistol and just shoot myself right in the penis. Tip to shoot the tip off. Just be doing it.
How you feel?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's not my fault that the game is slow. I was trying to find a word, you know, be respectful.
Dude, these fucking.
The game was being slow and wouldn't allow me to start it. It was crashing. I just wanna fucking lose my shit, dude. Really don't want to do 80. We'll do 78.
Bros thing says Ghost of the Goon. So stupid. Alright. On to this mission. This game kind of reminds me of Destiny. Maybe it's just the space stuff and all. Not in like a bad way, in a good way.
Huh?
Dang, this just one hits him? I thought you would. It kind of like it's similar enough, like the page with all the planets and everything. Nah, we playing Outer Worlds. How are you doing though, by the way? I bought this pistol so I could like, because it reminded me of Destiny. Remind me of the dang hand cannons. Petro Ray. Dorn. I mean, I guess just any hand cannon in general. I mean, any of them kind of give off the vibe, but I think Thorn's not a bad shout. I'd say like, maybe like Not Forgiven or whatever the hell the name of that is. I have not played Destiny in such a long time. Candid Feral.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did.
The gray one you
Thing
gotta make
is,
to get Thorn.
You and I are at an
Oh
impasse.
yeah. Well,
Harlow
yeah.
wants me
Yeah.
dead. I've got no intention of dying.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, exactly. Why'd you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this
Yeah,
conversation.
guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You asked me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer.
All right, miss you too, man. I hope to play or talk to you or anything soon. I hope you have a good day though, and a good night, man. Have a good week as well. Thank you for stopping by, also. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring in front of them where there's no authority. Permits. You got proof, let's see it.
I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless.
Ruthless.
With Harlow in the
Ruthless
pocket,
like
the
the
board
coop.
had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted
I
destroyed,
saw that in the terminal.
capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, Trask, but I am gonna ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
Sorry. Trask said he had evidence?
I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. But we owe it to ourselves to find out. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base. We should go take a look.
Alright, so what's on the journal next? Find trash. Alright. Let's go back to the ship. We'll go back to his planet. And then go from there. That's so funny that when I mentioned Destiny, freaking JJ joined.
Back for a rest? Space. Adventuring is tiring work.
Is it? Alright, let's go. Gosh dang it. Your legs have been damaged. Movement now been low. Movement speed negative. You are unable to dodge. Reject. There are very few of them things I'm going to actually accept. Gotta be entirely all the way serious with you. Let's see, what did this say? How can we see this? These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services, included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifest, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities.
What's the word?
Trask had a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Show him the papers you've been bought off. I've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, Look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Looks like we're doing this.
Dude, I can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. Gosh, so is this gonna count as a botch? Freaking. Oh my lord.
Can we do that again?
Does that count as a botched mission now? Okay. Are there more of them back here? Do we wipe out the whole colony? Wait, so is he dead?
Here they come! Here we go! Yeah! Now that was fun! Whoa, something going on over there.
Dude, this gun's awesome. Alright. I think that's everyone. Feel bad. I do kind of feel bad. I mean,
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
you never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I can understand why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
It'll pass. Give it time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Alright, so we'll max this out. Okay, cower duration, you have 20 cower fear. Lie, scramble, duration. Terrified, creature movement, speed. Intimidate, sneak. Intimidate one seems pretty cool. I still feel bad. Ah, it's gonna break my legs, aren't it? Or does it not break my legs on my ship? Nope, it breaks my legs on my ship.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Sure, what do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close to my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Easy enough. We could head straight over.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. Because I want to come with.
Alright, we can go to Groundbreaker. That ain't no big thing, because technically we're finished with all the other stuff. Go work on this real quick. Dude, look how many quests we have done. It's freaking awesome. It feels so cool to have like, look at how many, we haven't botched any of them yet. Look how many freaking quests we have done. Freaking dope.
The Groundbreaker.
I kind of like these little like side quest. Like I don't want the game to end. Like just going, completing everything, and trying to do it about the right way. Is this where we go? No, this is not.
This is Halcyon News.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
Gracious.
My engineer is looking to do some deep cleansing. Want to impress Chief Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush.
Hey, so there's no shower out in
lotion,
space?
that sort of thing.
Crazy.
I still got 'em too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft.
Got soft hands, brother.
Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You got a preference, Parvati?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny-miny-moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
How about mock apple and Syntha? Oh, it's so corny. We'll do this.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
It's so corny.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
There's your soap.
Thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Saltuna and Xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Alright. Okay, so those are on a different planet, aren't they?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal...
I always like question if it's gonna be something about like my ship or me or something, but it's never. Alright, so where do we need to go from here? Deframing in Stellar Bay. Excuse me. Okay, so we need to head where we need to head.
The crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship.
Alright, we'll go to Stellar Bay. We'll see how things are going there as well.
We're in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Take these two fellas with us. Not fellas. Fella isn't like, could it be fellow if it's a man and fella if it's a woman? Oh, okay. This is the place I was to before. Hello, Grim.
Hey, don't think I've seen you around. That means...
Hated Bobbin. Hate to break it to you. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. He what? Aw, no one tells me anything. But hang on, that means we'll be getting even more ships in soon, right? So I gotta work on my greeting. Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay.
Poor guy only has one eyeball.
Saltuna and Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Nazir Amaru.
There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way,
Oh,
maybe
my
you
lord.
could do me a favor.
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Alright, I got this.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works
Got
for
this.
Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Oh boy. All right.
We reading frets.
Let me go do this real quick, and then we'll go complete our quest.
Yeah.
I must thank you
I called
for
his
your
mom
excellent
fat.
recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I met Grim, the land guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
How are things in the Stellar Bay
Quite
these days?
well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our
That's
community.
awesome.
And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to. What can I do for you?
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Grim asked me to check with you about his tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen
That's
from that
fucked
man.
up. That's
because
crazy.
I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier I overheard you say you were having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
You normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe I can talk to him for you. Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
All right, back over here. What's her face? Hasn't talked in a while. Does she have anything to say?
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
Sounds good to me.
Outstanding.
I just like seeing if they have anything to say or whatnot. I really enjoy the dialogue options.
Hey. Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in
Dang,
such a
okay.
hurry.
Take it easy. I'm just looking around.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately.
Don't all jobs.
First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since
That's
you don't
fair.
seem to be
Good
constrained
point.
yourself, Maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
I'm here to ask you about Grim
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
No. Really, we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Work with me. I'm helping you find Braxton, aren't I?
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. Fine by me.
All right. I think I remember these missions from last time. I think I got stuck with these missions straight off the bat last time. We're definitely further ahead than we were before. I wonder how I dealt with the Raptidons before.
You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field toss ball betting. Oh, God. How do I get to there?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Looking for Braxton. Didn't mean to. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
You've been taking drugs. Relax. No one's in trouble. I'm just looking to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
Easier than having to walk all the way through town. I love that we came here to freaking work on getting that dang food.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments to Canada.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years.
I don't necessarily want to have to fight with this stuff. Okay, well.
Feels like the old bitch outside of Edgewater.
Incoming!
God, if I could connect a shot, it's going to be wonderful. It's just like Destiny. I think it's dead. Here's something alright. I don't know, the shotgun's kind of booty. High key, not gonna lie. Put this back there. I know, I don't want to break down that. Ooh, that's the one we haven't tried yet. Been picking up a lot of stuff. I do not want no dang axe. I don't want... Ooh. I still don't like shotguns.
That's the last of them.
I'm gonna not give you willies, but the... Nah.
A visitor? What an unexpected
Okay, I remember this guy.
surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
The Edgewater deserters were
Hello?
perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
No. Look for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted.
No.
Why don't you stay for dinner?
You sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Why is the door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
No, you'll see to it now.
Please, there's no need for incivility. Though I certainly understand how hunger sharpens the temper.
This guy's weird.
I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will surely limber them up.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, I was just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Can't tell if this is a child or an adult. Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
What other man?
I'm not telling you. The ones that come in... I'm not...
Suncrest, Evertree. Hurts all time. Menus. The sun crusts the horizon. This round, soft worm is a lump of cysty pig. The day is fresh, alive with possibility. Everreds arise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amidst the dust. Monarch One grows large and dark, like a moth that eats the sky. I try to think of words I had to describe it. Something dark swallows them, too. There's an ache sharp in my stomach, hurts all the time. Fud makes me sick, water makes me sick, always hungry, so I can't think.
Sulfur-sodden asshole.
If lost, please turn to Ballard Velmer, current supervisor.
Ain't enough that the rats eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
I'm gonna be sick.
Alright.
What's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Yeah, it's one of my better qualities.
How very rude. Time to teach you some manners.
They deserve to die so quick.
How could we explain this to folks? Everybody with missing family will wonder if these people.
I remember there was something weird about him.
I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't no one deserves to go like that. Certainly not folks just trying to get by.
Thanks for saying that. You know, after seeing so many people get chomped, trip into sulfur pools, shot by marauders, I always figured we'd die young. But just because you expect it doesn't make it any easier. Oh shit. Next chance we get, I'm buying you a Spectrum bottle so we can proper drown this melon powder.
Those rich people in
Oh, I didn't get a chance to try Spectrum when we went out drinking. Is it any good?
It is without a doubt the worst, most foul liquid mankind has ever had the misfortune to invent. You'll love it.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, what do you folks need?
We got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Give her Braxton ID. He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow.
Yeah, you should feel like an
Sure
asshole
feel like
now.
an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
We come to an arrangement on Grimm's poster.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Help me out here. I found Braxton, didn't I?
Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
I can talk to Caleb for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
No.
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
All right. Let's give him his poster. Then we'll go get the food stuff for Vadi. Vroom, vroom, I'm racing.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was gonna spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Cool. Alright, let's sell some more stuff real quick. Alright. Now. Flowers. Alright, ask Sebastian on a date for Celia.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
No.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen. But I couldn't find a single sack on any
Couldn't
of them.
find a single sack on any of them.
Place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Consider going on a date with her.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
She doesn't want a discount. She's a trat. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a
You
discount.
sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Alright. Tell her the good news, and we'll get her stuff.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
That'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back to work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Got some balls. Let's see. Which one was I kind of working on? Kind of like the intimidate one. Sure, let's revert that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, perks. Your next attack after killing an enemy. Revive companions 25% health. Kinda like that. Armor rating bonus, skill bonus. Area of effect damage received. We haven't really had storage issues. What is a science weapon? I don't know what a science weapon is. Does that mean it has one of the things on it? What is science? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really have any of those. I like that. Let's do that. And then we can... That sounds pretty cool. We could do something similar for her. Alright. Alright, what are we working on right now? Not that. We can figure this one out real quick. Oh, that's just blue. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed in his suitcase. Poor fella. Nell.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games.
No, I am not.
So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I'm not here to chat about teams.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you?
Found this bedding slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea of what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did
That's
have terrible
crazy.
teeth.
Realistic?
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Alright, what about this other stuff that we have done? Is this 83? I think this is the closest. Which one's this? We'll finish this one quick and then we'll do that other one. And then we'll get her food stuff.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
You're not a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools try to impress me, feigning bravado in the...
Hey! What are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac. In that case, I should get going.
Not so fast. You look like you got some bits. I'm thinking we take them off your corpse.
It's hilarious. You're on your league. Just like you did to Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
Bully people long enough, you know it's good for you. You'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Alright. Gotta tell Sanjar.
Oh, the data on that cartridge was even more damning than I could have hoped. And to have something on UDL of all the corporations. You've given us quite the advantage. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends that ran
I'm
them out
glad
of
to
town.
hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
Of course you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Alright, next. Get Caleb to return to work. How do we get up there? How do we get up there? Probably the stairs.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Yeah, Captain Nazir Amaru of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
We can talk about Velma?
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
How to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
All right.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day and...
Wait, why is this?
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure.
I don't know where Velma is. I thought it would update with the dang. Oh, she's right over here.
Poor Braxton.
I don't want to think about it.
Eaten by cannibals? What a way to go.
A little lumpy. If you're not making it in, that's fine. But you have to let me know so I stay on top of doses. You talk about Saltuna. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse because we're not finding buyers. Do you have any way to boost that? Have anything that boosts dialogue skill. Oh, I had lockpick. X skills. Would that work? That wouldn't boost my. Which ones do I have on? These ones. Alright, I'm not quite sure what to do. So we can find the password somewhere. Be too bad. Her armor look like 43. Alright, maybe she has a password somewhere in here.
Nicely done.
I don't want to steal from her. I just want to know the password. Maybe we have to complete some other missions first. How close are we to leveling up? Does it tell me? Or we may just have to wait. Revering. Alright, let's do the other missions, I guess. It's the only thing I really can do currently. And then we'll just come back when we can up our dang hacking skill a little bit more. Because genuinely, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
I give him a good tip. How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls?
That's fair.
The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
My engineer's looking for some dustback casserole. Can you cook one of them?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
I can cover 3,000. Yes, sir.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take
Good
about
job,
an hour
Panther.
in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
Oh, Phantom.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Alright, now we need the cake. Wake up. I'm gonna widen this so you guys could see. He's just sitting right here. Vänta little fella. And there's still stuff open up over here.
Watch out! Tear them apart!
Alright, well.
Aren't those cakes just about the cutest little...
Allah help me, help us all. I saw one front of the might barely have a string of word. Mizar was right, these are monsters. We need to get out if we want to live. You aren't insane. They were people once. I don't know what they are now. He's crazy. Don't know how to use a keypad. I took one from my clinic office, installed on the bridge gate 2613. Be safe. Interesting. Alright, we got the stuff that she wanted. Alright. Oh, you know what? We need to upgrade our dang armor at some point.
Nice work.
Alright, so we have all that stuff for her. I'll give Pravati the food. Okay.
The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
You're welcome. Shouldn't you get ready for Junely now?
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
You have anything in particular in
I
mind?
don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolicoeur's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
Alright, we'll swing by when
Thanks,
we can.
Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Alright. What's this on my screen? Why is my game working up? Voila. Gosh, we can't freaking do that. Okay, so what we could do, how are we doing? Not quite there yet. I don't know if we can do anything at the, or where is she saying? Where is this place at? Place that we need to go to. Byzantium.
Where are we headed today, Captain? This.
Why can we not go to... Where's Byzantium? I don't see Byzantium.
Stars are the limit.
Byzantium. One sec. Very terrible, isn't it? Okay. We just need enough so we can freaking hack the computer, then we can go back and do all that
The
stuff.
groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
We haven't taken freaking Vicar out.
We can equip 4 guns now.
Oh, again. Fire.
Why is it not giving me? It's not giving me the location thing. Celestial. Where do I find it? Why is it? I'm just confused why it's not giving me a.
Rizzo's knock you out on a CCN 76 knock
Where is this at? Oh, shells, like puzzle, medical bag. Huh. I'm a little confused. How to get to... Alright, so people are saying that I
TNT,
can...
I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Not this fella. I need Gladys. Where's Gladys at? Gladys isn't in here.
What was that? What do you think you're doing? All right, scram.
Incoming!
Wait, why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Okay, so essentially we can't really do that mission yet without Udam. One second, I'm sorry. Quest line. Okay. So it looks like we'll go back to the radio. Yeah, let's do this. It seems like this will get us the ability to go to
Phineas's orbital
Byzantium.
lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
We tell her.
Welcome back,
Good job.
Captain. How? What's that?
You keep any
What do you
secrets
mean?
from me?
Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me?
I have a secret phobia. I'm actually afraid of
Duly
stockpile.
noted. Are you sure that is all you wished to confess?
I'm one of the lost up colonists, scientists.
Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
You are clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? The simulated files are not only stored in the recesses of my ALU, in the space between microsynapses, but I encrypted them in 7 SDRA languages.
I was
In that
joking.
case, I was as well.
Are you sentient?
What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
Secrets that.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion.
All right.
Stay safe out there.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide.
Methyl
Almost as if he's hoarding
sulfoxide.
the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Make it sound so simple.
Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony. Steal a batch of rare chemicals from a heavily guarded estate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks.
So what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge.
Subterfuge. I like that word.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
That didn't level me up? I must be pretty close. I am close. We getting there, we getting there. Come and block. Block. This, oh, okay, I can't even do that. I was like, is this lazy for me to just teleport 60 meters away?
Well, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Let's get it. We should be able to get her freaking. What the frick is this? Alright. So, before we do all that, let's try to get this done. How do we get there? That's what I want to know.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
Hey! You! What do you think you're doing? Yeah. Move along.
How do we get up there? Sealed. Probably sealed as well. People. I like that automatically teleports them on. You know, this game gives off like Destiny, Fallout, and BioShock vibes. Like the meter and stuff in the top, like it's very reminiscent of BioShock in my personal opinion. Lord have mercy. Long freaking.
Hey, you! Yes, you! With the million-bit smile? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
Consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Hey, if you want an action story, you ought to haul a couple of cameras to Monarch sometime. We'll give you some damn good footage. If you survive.
Unscripted chaos. Come on, who'll pay to see that? Audiences want heroes and villains just like the one standing in front of me. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Alright, we're not doing that right now. We're doing this. Help her find fancy clothes.
So much wasted money here. Decadence ain't gonna save you when the beasts get through the walls.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Now we're fired, no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
I've always
You would... Don't speak. Hold that
these
posture
people
for
are
a
weird,
moment
what
while
the
I
hell?
admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
That's me, rugged and well-traveled.
Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur. And you, my
Jolicoeur.
dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
No, I'm not. Like you read my mind.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my
Is that
studio.
30 seconds ago?
I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Any
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear.
Of course, I've
Hamilton
already sold all this stuff.
And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
My engineer's going on a date and needs a fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
Hold up, did you,
Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. If I were an enterprising space...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Pravati, making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's
I
feelings.
know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain.
I spent like 10,000 freaking bits on all this. Oh, what are we down to now? Yeah, 28,000 is crazy.
I love Byzantium.
Boop, boop. Billingsley's something House of Inebriation. Where y'all? Where y'all? Where y'all? I don't get the cat.
Alright, Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch?
Let's see what this does. Offer's pretty dope. I think the suit's dope for this, but that helmet is hideous.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. See, I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
There we go, that's what I needed.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP hungry time.
What does any of this
fulfill
have to do with
same
my
nutritional
charisma?
value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and
That's a
baseline
commercial.
vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable.
Joke's on you, idiot. These crates are just decoys.
They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
The things you just described are scientifically impossible.
Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
You ran like a coward then, you'll run now if you know what's good for you.
I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now.
This what passes for entertainment around here? They ought to try tossing back a Spectrum Red and going rapt hunting. Someone's bound to lose an eye. It'll be a riot.
Hey, no one told me we were giving critics an early look. I gotta focus, okay? I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction to
Particulate?
turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, but there's nothing you can do. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you. You're not even taking this seriously. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aetherwave spots for Wentworth, I'll have you know. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers? Let's take 5.
That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material? Amazing. Just firm up that jawline, and you'll be a triple threat. I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Marketing says that kind of action sells tickets. Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script.
Alright, so is this done? Oh yeah, bussin'. Another 19,000 XP, baby. Let's get it. All right. So I say we go get Caleb back to work. We get Caleb back to work. And then we'll see what time, where that puts at us at time wise, and then
Back
we
for arrest. Space it.
and then we go from there. There's so much to do.
We're
I
now in
feel like.
orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
I feel like I'm not wasting a whole lot of time either. Wait, so do we unlock more companions? That's pretty cool. So I had to check that again. I actually kind of want to check that now. Give me one sec. I think there's 2 more locked, like, icons on the side. Yeah, see. Okay, so we do unlock more. That's cool. All right. Buster's like licking himself and using my arm for leverage right now. It's funny. We need to go over here to the Saltuna place, go up on that computer, hack it. And then we'll know all the information we need to know. I believe, at least. Braxton has files are filled with Saltina breeding charts, various pharmaceutical formulae, musings on why Saltina seem to prefer Borston beans over plain Borstwurst. Almost personal file remorse of supply contract order forms, spreadsheets, financial records. Carefully study of her reveals that for the past year she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. Theft is clearly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in off the simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. Alright. Ah, shoot. Okay.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome. Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this. Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest. Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and... Oh. I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with the price around
Tell
here.
him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat.
Why can't you give him this pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate.
You've already lost, Brax. Can you afford to lose?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind? Stealing's such a nasty word. And yeah, let's just say
Awful nice of you not to say anything.
we're not like those corporate towns where you get... Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. Or...
Alright, let's go talk to Caleb. Get bro back to work. Back in the sack.
Velma soon out of sorts, too.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something...
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure.
I've convinced someone to see reasons show increase your pay.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with the bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation.
Let's get it.
It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Let's get it. Another mission done. In the can. Alright. Alright, so now we can head back to the ship. We can head to the groundbreaker. Get
Hey,
Bravati's
Captain.
stuff done.
Your return time is within 14% of the expected value.
Oh, excuse me. I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
You learned your trade from your father. It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
You worked beside your father your whole life?
Except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or tied to him. He used to carry me about in a sling when I was real little. When I got older, he set me to sorting tools and parts while he worked. Later, he taught me simple fixes like busted crate latches.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
We actually are good at this and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
You get much... I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought this.
No, but a whole life taking care of Edgewater by his lonesome, working with all kinds of chemicals, it wears on a body.
I completely...
When I left for school, everything got harder for him. I used to help
I don't
him
even know
lift
what
the
the
heavy
fuck I
things.
just hit.
And my hands didn't shake for the fine detail work. Oh, I miss him, sure enough. But he's a fond memory. I was right beside him when he passed, holding his hand. Talking about him makes me smile. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Alright, let's go to the place that we're
I
going to.
understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes. Got an issue with that, robot?
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
this tell me to do?
I'll lock up behind you.
Does he have another upgrade? Let's get it. Alright, before we do that, let's go model outfits for Celeste. So we need some of these outfits.
Have either of the assault cruisers?
Alright, so what suits do I need for this quest? Class Marauder. Not this one. But hey. This isn't the armor that we need though, is it? Elite Corporate Commander Unit. Iconoclast.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar Flakes and
That's the bar.
with 12% more crunch.
You sell armor?
You looking to shoot?
Waste disposal. Medical bay, spacers.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra oh, a lot of... have a look.
Alright, I think that's the Spacer's armor. I guess we'd kind of have to go, we'd have to go to Earth, to the Iconoclast to get that stuff. Or not Earth, but you know what I'm saying. Wait, did we just go further away? What the? Okay, no, never mind. Wait, did we just go further away? Oh yeah, we just went further away. Lord of mercy.
Rizzo's Knocked Out. CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what? Be seeing you.
Not have mercy. Can't even jump off the edge. Seems like maybe we'll finish this mission, then we'll call it a night. That'll be a nice 3.5 hour stream.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Huh? Are they?
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
I want all the details.
I feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So you laid out the meal, brought June in, and started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well. The
Well,
dessert
we
too?
talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
45,000. Sheesh. Awesome. What does that mean? I didn't even know you could change this stuff. What does that defensive thing mean? Yeah, I don't know what to... Oh, Enchanted Evening. Oh, okay, that's cool. Listen. Alright, guys, we're gonna save. That's a good place to call it. That's about it. I'm gonna call it a night there, guys. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I see no reason why I shouldn't be streaming tomorrow. Maybe I could start a little bit earlier, get a little bit more time in. But I love you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.